Science Academy, the science provider of the nation.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. So numbers is a beautiful concept, throughout many centuries, many millenniums after, we have accomplished. This is the accomplishment of many millenniums, I would say, right? So we had Mongols, we had Romans, we had Greeks, we had Babylons, we had Arabs, and all these kinds of superpowers were existing. But still, numbers today is the one which has paved the way for so much of understanding of science and technology, science, physics, chemistry, astronomy, and everything around us, right? Even though we say numbers, numbers are very boring stuff in mathematics, but still, numbers are the things which provides you, which paves the way for you all to understand many things. For example, if you look at the tree, right? People say that we understand that even this leaf have acquired water. This tree is something which is getting water not from the skies. It doesn't get water from skies, right? It doesn't do that there directly. What it does is, via its roots, it just pulls up. It has a suction or something like that. It sucks up water up, right? But how is this? This is what you call as this capillary rise. Physicists call this as the capillary rise of the tree, right? So even if the trees were 15 meters, 16 meters high, right? Still, it will be acquiring water from the grounds, from the roots, right? So how is that? Because of the pressure difference, actually, I would say, because of the pressure difference, what happens is the water is sucked in up like a suction pump. It just sucks up and it goes up due to the pressure difference, right? So pressure difference is of course measured using numbers, right? People can say, pressure difference is what makes the capillary rise, but actually, if you want to understand, if you want to have a deep understanding of what capillary rise is, visit a physicist. You have to involve with numbers, right? Cool. And furthermore, you have plenty of examples. For example, think about the sky. The sky is something very beautiful. It's very difficult to understand. Also, the astronomy is a kind of a very beautiful thing that people were trying for centuries. For centuries, and now we know that the heliocentric universe, and we know about the gravity, we know about the solar system, the galaxies, and the expanding universe, and all these kinds of things, right? So let me give you a small example. You see the sky has clouds which are tons and tons of masses, right? So the mass of a sky, the cloud is about tons, but still it flows in the sky. How this phenomenon is occurring in the sky. To understand these things, you have to know about gravity, and you have to know a lot about numbers. Thanks for the numbers. And furthermore, if you want to know, if you are interested in astronomy as well, without numbers, it's impossible for you all to understand astronomy. You can say this is what happening, but actually, you will never understand the peak of astronomy. Without numbers, you can do even small things. And guys, you look at this rock, you see that this rock is just like a stationary object, but actually if you consider the atomic structure of this, the planetary model, so you see that, the electrons are moving. So we can guess that these kinds of rocks are always keep on vibrating. So the numbers, if you learn chemistry, you will understand this, quantum numbers and quantum theory, all these kinds of things. You have a kind of a magnetic spin number, so which indicates that always, a matter is never stationary. So for this, to understanding this, you should know more about the numbers. So thanks to numbers again. Even though you have so much of physical, chemical and celestial things around you which can be explained through numbers, right? You have to understand that even biology is understood through numbers, if you know, right? Even though all these kinds of things are understood, you have to go out of the board. You have to go a little bit of experimental skills also should be there. You go outside and you do that. But the numbers, the special thing about the numbers is you can do them while sitting at a place. The most powerful things for you all when it is involved with numbers is this number line. The number line is the most powerful thing, if you consider the number system, right? You can represent any numbers in this number line, right? You can go to plus infinity, these are the mark, plus infinity, and you can go towards the negative infinity. So how large is infinity? A person can say that 10,000 is the largest number, but again another person come and argue that 10,001 is the largest number, right? So another person can say a trillion is the largest number, and another person can come and say that trillion and one is a larger number than that. So you don't have a kind of end to the numbers, or you don't have a beginning to the number. You don't know. But in between these numbers, you can measure, you can label, you can count. All these kinds of things can be done using numbers. So numbers are the powerful tools that the world have ever accomplished, in my point of view.